Welcome back to Cathy's Impressions, where we focus on your mindset for growth and confidence. So, today, let's talk about something else. I want you to imagine comparison not as a feeling but as an actual thief. Someone will say, what do you mean by an actual thief? Well, it doesn't steal your things, but it steals your joy, your motivation, and most importantly, your self-belief. In this generation, social media, you see someone's success, the perfect lunch, the perfect relationship, the perfect body, and suddenly, everything you've worked for feels cheap. The real problem with comparison is that we are comparing our private reality, our messy, imperfect, to someone else's public highlight reel. That comparison is never fair and it's always lying to you. Today we are changing the narrative. We are going to look at 3 ways to put up a wall against the thief of comparison and build self-belief by truly owning your lane. So the first step is to tell the difference between admiration and anxiety-driven comparison. When you feel that familiar pang of envy, pause and ask yourself, am I admiring their work or am I judging my worth? Admiration is a flashlight. It shows you what's possible. It helps you see their process and what you can learn from it. Meanwhile, anxiety is a mirror. It just shows you your own perceived flaws. So let's make a decision right now to stop comparing the destination and start admiring the process. When you see someone making it, instead of being jealous, you can sit down and think about how you are going to make it yourself. So let's look at pillar 2, which I always call it the empathy shift. The empathy shift. Here is a powerful mental exercise. I do this always, when you see a result you envy, when you see a friend making it so loud, when you see a result you envy, mentally ask yourself, what was the price tag on that success? What did they do to get to that level? So anytime you're jealous or you feel like that, what you have to do is to ask yourself, what was the price tag on that success? You see that amazing physique, that amazing body that you see? Likely it cost them hours of sleep, extreme dietary discipline. If you're not disciplined, if you are someone who eats anyhow, who doesn't know how to control their taste buds, then there's a lot of price to pay for that. Sometimes they turn down social invitations. That huge career success likely cost them years of high stress, long work days, and perhaps a hit to their private life. When you mentally add the hidden price tag, you realize that their path may not be a trade-off you want to make for your life. So yes, all I'm trying to say is this exercise isn't about criticizing them. It's about validating your choices. It shifts your focus from envy to recognizing that your path, including its challenges, is uniquely yours, and that builds self-belief. So let's look at pillar 3, which is the last one. And that one, I call it the GPS analogy. You know why? Because you wouldn't use someone else's GPS someone else's GPS coordinates to get to your house, right? You need to input your own address, but that's exactly what we do when we compare. It means we try to navigate our life using another person's map. To own your lane, you have to define your own markers. What matters to you? Ask yourself, is it peace? Is it impact? Is it freedom? When you measure your life by your own values, not by their views on social media, their likes or accomplishments, that thief called comparison loses all its power. Because I know that Our self-belief can only be measured by our commitment to our true north. So this week, commit to being the only expert on your path. When the thief of comparison knocks, you simply say, hey, I am on my own timeline. What is one thing you are going to stop comparing this week? Leave me a comment. Let's encourage each other to stay in our own lane. Thank you for joining me on Cathy's Impressions. If this helped you, please subscribe and share this audio with a friend who needs a little confidence boost. Until next time, bye!